Steve, and welcome to Jamsin Entertainment. Welcome to the conversation. Just before we get started, there are many ways you can help. You can like and subscribe so you never miss a conversation. But most importantly, please share this video. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at the Enforcer. I like this one a little more than I did Sudden Impact. Probably because it was like 20-30 minutes shorter. The reason why I like it more is because it has more focus than it did in Sudden Impact. The setup and plot in this one, seems like each of them they introduce Harry in a different way. Like just how crazy of a cop he actually is. Him and his partner are just driving through the streets of San Francisco and they see that this one restaurant, there's a lot of commotion going around, and they stop to see what's going on. And one of the restaurant workers says that a guy is having a heart attack. Harry gets in there. He knows the guy. He just starts like kicking him softly in the ribs like, come on, get up, get up. He knows the guy's an ambulance chaser, but he also knows that he's ripping off the restaurant. This movie's a bit funnier too. Now the plot is there's this militant group going around. They say they're doing this for the people. That's all their motivation. They don't why they're going after the government or anything like that. I mean, it's inferred why they're going after the government, but they have no manifesto or anything like that. So you kind of don't care about the militant group. You really enjoy watching Harry doing what he does. Within this story, Harry gets taken off duty because he's constantly fighting with his captain, who was in Sudden Impact as well. I'm not sure if he's in Magnum Force, the movie before it, or the first movie, Dirty Harry. But the running theme with Dirty Harry is that he's a cop out of time, meaning he does things very old school, like I discussed in Sudden Impact. He doesn't necessarily follow the rules or the law when it comes to busting criminals. He just does what needs to be done in order to stop them. Because he's taken off duty, his partner is partnered up with another cop, and they're investigating an alarm that went off at a manufacturing plant. Turns out this plant is a manufacturer of firearms and military-grade weapons. The militant group poses as a gas company, and they tell the security guard they gotta inspect it because there's a problem. They kill the security guard and they start gathering weapons. And Harry's partner, I believe his name is Charlie, there must have been like a silent alarm tripped off because they go in. He tells his partner to handle what's going on up front to get back up while he goes and sees what's going on in the factory. Well, he gets ambushed by the lead terrorist named Maxwell, and he gets stabbed in the back. It must have been a vital area because he unfortunately dies. And then Harry gets teamed up with the first woman inspector in San Francisco, and this is the 70s. It wasn't a thing, to my knowledge, in the 70s and earlier for women to be beat cops, walking the streets enforcing the law. So she's a desk jockey, but she really knows her stuff. And I'm thinking, yes, sure, you can help women progress in other fields, but the knowledge she has, why not just be a lawyer? But I mean, that's just me. Perhaps she wants to get her hands dirty, really do some good on the streets, and then instead of dealing with the aftermath as a lawyer, the only thing I can come up with. She does do a good job in the movie. Her name is Inspector Moore, and Harry's none too pleased to be teamed up with her because just before they get teamed up, when he comes back to duty, he's put on personnel, which they show is interviewing new recruits and interviewing people for promotion, and sees one of the interviewees. And he asks her real questions that would pertain to the job. And there is a woman on the council, but she's only there because she's appointed by the mayor. And the mayor is given this push to have women be promoted to inspector and do more than just desk work. And really, if you watch the movie, the other council people are giving her softball questions, and Harry's really asking the tough questions, like, what would you do in this situation? What credentials do you have? Like, he asked her, what was your first felony arrest? She's never done that before. What was your first misdemeanor arrest? She's never done that before. And it really does raise the question, what does she have, or anyone with her experience, being a homicide inspector if they've never walked a beat before? He's really nothing against her being a woman, it's just her lack of experience. That's all he has against her. And throughout the movie, he gains a respect for her because she really does know how to hold her own, and she's a good partner to him. Partner as in buddy cop, not partner. You know, this really isn't a buddy cop movie, not like the Lethal Weapon movie. Those are my thoughts on The Enforcer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.